There we go. We can hear. Okay, cool. And you can see. Go into the you can either use this chat here on YouTube or you can use the off-topic chat. I'm just going to give it a second and let everybody join in. All right. Oh, web programming homework. See how many I have. 4 viewers. All right. I'm just going to get right into it then, because they can catch up and watch this later. So let's just go straight down the watch list. There's a bunch of good setups that I saw recently. Actually, I want to start with SPY. This past week, well, really the past 2 weeks. I'm looking at the daily chart here. Past 2 weeks have been they've been terrible. I mean, we've had some like big moves, volatility up and down, but we've for the most part been trading in this range right here, and we're continually being stuffed by this 50 EMA. And I drew this pattern 2 days ago, and we kind of held true to it today. Just jumping in like on the 5-minute chart, see that after hours we broke just to the top side of this triangle, right? And we came down and tested it as support. So I'm curious to see, because we're now after hours, we're now at the level that we closed at. So I'm curious to see if any of this even holds up tomorrow, or if we come back down and wind up chopping around somewhere in here. So as of right now, most of the items that I have on the watch list are I'm leaning bullish on, just because we had this pop up after hours. We are trending up, so we'll see where we go from here. It's probably likely that with Powell speaking on Friday that we'll kind of just chop around some more before finding a direction. It's been like really difficult to trade these past couple of weeks, but as soon as we pick a direction, I think we're going to have some good technical analysis coming in, and we'll hop back on the gravy train as far as trades go. The first one that I want to look at, though, that is not always on the watch list, but Amazon has a nice setup. So ever since that market sell-off, it's been doing really the same thing that SPY's been doing, just chopping around for the past 2 weeks. But what we have here is this channel of consolidation, right? So any type of consolidation is like typically a trend change. And so what I like about this is that we've started to like pull up, like we have this uptrend, very slow uptrend on this channel. But look at the indicators, right? They're starting to curl. This indicator's starting to curl. We're still holding true above this 200 EMA here. And we have room to the 50 EMA, about 40 points to the top side here. With all of that in conjunction with the fact that the MACD is about to cross over, right? So that's what this signal is. When this purple line starts crossing this gold line, that right there is a signal to buy. And I never really use this unless it's in conjunction with the RSI, but we could see that the RSI is also moving up. So I like Amazon right here. I like it for the risk to reward ratio. I think that if we break out, let me go into the 5-minute chart here. If we break above this 1830 level, we have topside room to that 50 EMA, which is about 1860. So that's about a $30 move right there. Which, granted, now this is all provided that SPY is in an uptrend tomorrow, but I like Amazon for those reasons. The next one that was on the watch list was Roku actually, and it had a nice day today too. So this kind of reminds me of Shop. It just keeps. I mean, I was trading it back when it was like $60-$70. It just keeps going and going and going, and while it's like way overextended off of the 50 EMA, see, like we hit the 50 EMA, came up, 50 EMA came up, but we're still testing highs on this thing. So I would say that a long would be over 142, but going into the 5-minute chart, you could see that we have room right here at 140 for a $2 move to 142. So my initial, as it stands now, my initial long would be a long over 140 to 142, and I would probably take profits taking that long, and we'll see if we break out above 142 into new 52-week highs, and this thing can keep going. I would short this. I would short this right here at 138. It just makes sense to me. We hit here as a resistance, came down. We had like this little consolidation period here, and then broke out above 138 on larger volume, and then came back down and tested it as support before close. So I would say that this is definitely the short level, would be 138, and a long level I would take it above 140 to 142, and above 142 I'd probably enter again for a long position, and who knows where we go from there. The next one, I really like this setup. This is Costco, COST. So retail has been hot. Well, let me jump into Target. So we see Target beat earnings, and they're still going. They went up after hours, another 40 cents, I believe. Walmart also beat earnings, did really well, and well, it's kind of like consolidating now. But yeah, so with Costco being in the same sector as those two, it just makes sense that this thing can keep going. So it's been using this dotted green line, which is the 50 EMA, as support, right? We bounced, 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 and now we've been doing this consolidation period thing again. But look what we have right here, this nice tight triangle formation. So that says that we have some room. If we break out to the top side of this triangle formation, we have some room. I don't know. I wouldn't say it'd go as high as maybe 280. I'd say probably for the first resistance. So resistance 1 would probably be 280, and then over that maybe 281, 282. But look again at the MACD. So we've got this purple line just about to cross this golden line, and that's our signal to buy. And we can see that we have this. See that right there? This kind of like divergence. We're coming down, and it's about to go green and start going up. So I would definitely look for a pop on Costco tomorrow. As it stands now, probably 277 would be my level to take this thing long. And a short would be about 270. Yeah, probably 274, because tomorrow, by the time we get over here tomorrow, this triangle is going to be a little tighter. So we'll see. We'll see pre-market what it does, and I'll be able to draw some tighter levels based on pre-market. And well, yeah, pre-market and after hours movement. But definitely keep Costco on your list tomorrow. Set some alerts for that. MDB. Oh, MDB, look at this move, man. I'm pretty upset we missed that. That was a $9 move, and I like this stock too. I should have caught this. Um, But this stock, so it's done the same as those last two. It's just used this 50 EMA as support. We could see it's just rode this green line all the way up until the market sell off. We broke down, and now we're getting pressed just below it. So we have like this. It's like a downward channel trading zone right there. But you could see that. So knowing that it was like the 50 EMA was previously a support, um, we can tell that this stock really like pays attention to that 50 EMA. So a break above this thing, which is right where it closed today, um, I think sends us much higher. And in fact, I see, I don't know, probably 155. Yeah, easily 155 with a break above 150. So yeah, my long level would be a break above 150. My short level would probably be a break below 146. Just going off of the last five days or so, we could see that it had some resistance here, some resistance here, and this big run up. But even here, I mean, this thing is just winding up pretty tight. That right there is that's a bull flag. So we'll see. It even printed outside the bull flag after hours. Lots of good setups. All of this really depending on a green market tomorrow. TTD, the trade desk, was the last one that I was looking at. Again, similar situation. It's just been using this 50 EMA as support, and it came down, bounced, consolidated on the 50 EMA, finally printed a green candle out of this consolidation zone right here. And once again, we can see that the MACD is just about to give us that signal to buy. This one right here has room to this has room to 270. I would say, yeah, just based off of, so we draw some lines there and there, just based off of these candles here, this candle here, the fact that it came up and closed here, we have room to the top side above 265 would be my trigger to take this thing long. Oh, actually, yeah, I would say above 265. 265 would give us a $5 cushion profit margin to the top side, and that'd be confirmation. Because what could easily happen is this thing could come up and get stuffed again by 265, just like it did today. So above 265 would be my long level. I would look for a short, probably at 260. Maybe just to play it safe, I'd say 258. Yeah, yeah. So I would say, and this makes sense to me. So if I go back to these candles here and draw a line, we have a resistance, resistance, pop above, support, resistance. That doesn't really count. And going into the 5-minute chart, look, right there is where our support was intraday. So yeah, probably 258 would be a safe level to short this thing below. That's it. That's all that I have. I really like Costco. I think this will be the only thing I don't like is this volume. This volume is really low. But hopefully, if we pop out to the top side of this triangle formation, other traders are going to take notice. Um, if you're in any other chat rooms, just call it out, pump this thing. But no, that's all that I have for the watch list. If you guys have any questions or any stocks that you want to go over, drop it in the off-topic chat here, or put it in the oh cool, type it in here, and I'll go over a couple. MTCH. Actually, I like this too. I like this too. Let me look at the volume on this thing. It has decent volume and a nice little run up. I think it was following SPY on that run up. Yeah, I do like this stock. What I like about it is that that it beat earnings right here, or had some type of good guidance or something off of it. Came down, but then stayed true to this. So we can see. So this orange line here, this is the 21 EMA. I don't usually use this on the 1-day chart, but it's working for this stock. So this indicator, you can see even along with the 50 EMA, but the 21 EMA has been honored on the 1-day chart. So with that being said, it was honored right here when it came down off this pullback, and now we have this like nice little run up with a top going across right here. So you can call this what you will. I think a break above whatever that level is, 85. Yeah. So maybe 86, just to play it on the safe side, keep it at a whole number. Maybe a break above 86, I would take this stock long, and I would probably look for 90. I'd look for a 90 print, depending on the market sentiment. So yeah, maybe 87.50 would be profit target 1, and then above that would be 90. Shop. I did do shop. I did do SPY already, Brendan. I'll go over SPY one more time at the end. Man, this thing, I just don't understand. It just keep. I posted today in the watch list that it keeps going and going and going, and I mean we have like this is just crazy exponential growth right here. It's no secret that this stock has been making $10 plus moves on the daily. I think that 400 is coming up. I don't know. I don't honestly know that it gets above 400. I think tomorrow, if this thing keeps going, I think we hit 400 and come down. If we break above 400, I'd be really surprised. But it is totally possible. I mean, this thing has been on like everybody's radar. So whatever it opens up at tomorrow, as far as like movement goes, whatever the high is for the pre-market, I would take it long above that high. So what I mean by that is right now the high after hours is 393. I would take it long above 393 with the profit target being 400. And then I would look to probably short this thing below like 387. Yeah, 387. And I'm drawing that off of multiple things. First of all, these three, 1, 2, 3 supports here. And when we came up, we pushed up, we had like this rising wedge right here. And it wasn't until this candle here that we had some big volume on the breakout. And that volume on the breakout was right at 388. So which is, this level here. So yeah, say I would short it below that and take it long above whatever it winds up opening up at after hours in pre-market. Tesla. Tesla. I like this stock a lot. I feel bad for Elon Musk. Um, but I think it's a short. I think Tesla is coming down. Let me show you guys something on Tesla. Look at this weekly. Come down, bounced, and now we're headed down. I don't see any other support. Until 200 would be the support level, first support, and below that 180. But Yeah, see, it's barely holding on. I think this will be. I mean, depending on the market sentiment, it could push it up, but I think Tesla's a short. What I would do, I can see this clearly right here is a long level based off of resistance, resistance, support, support. Oops, what am I doing here? Support here, resistance here. Right, so I would take this long above 222 and probably short it at the bottom of this here, so 218. Again, if it opens up outside of this range, um, you're gonna have to look for different levels. But as it stands now, it's right in the middle. So these two zones or these two levels would be my long and short. But I feel like it's coming down. CGC. I like I like pot stocks long term. I think they have a lot of potential, but they're like just like BYND and over a way and or in a way they just got overhyped, and then everybody's like, oh, let's go trade something else. So strong downtrend, really strong downtrend. There is support here at 25 on CGC. Would you say you saw RSI divergence and maybe a falling wedge? Yeah, I see the wedge. It came down after earnings. It's consolidating. The RSI is really low on this name, but you know what? It doesn't matter if the whole sector is coming down. Look at like MJ's coming down. ACB, same thing. What's another one? Hexo. All the pot stocks. Tilray. Tilray's terrible. Everything's coming down in this sector. So we'll see. We'll see if it finds a support. Um, Long term, I'm bullish on these. I'm really, I own like I think almost 1,000 shares of ACB, but um, that's like a 5-year hold for me. It's like solar. I just feel like, and I guess I'm holding until 2030 or something, but I'm hoping they go up at some point. We'll see if it ever gets federally legalized. I don't think they're worth trading. I don't think any pot stocks right now are worth trading. All right, one more. I'll go over SPY again real quick. So what I said on SPY is that the past couple of weeks we've been in this chop, right? So we came down. We're honoring the 200 EMA on the one-day chart. We came down, bounced, got stuffed by the 50 EMA, came down, bounced off the 200 EMA. Now we're getting stuffed again by this 200 or by the 50 EMA. But you can see that we're in this like triangle formation, right? So once we get outside of this zone, whether it be breaking to the top side of this or consolidating and then breaking down below it, we will have a direction. It's just been tough, man. It's been tough to trade in this market with all this chop because you have all this the fear of recession news and rate cut news and tariff news with all kind of countries, not just China. So I mean, we'll see. We broke above today, but we came right back down to where we closed after hours. So typically what does happen and what you would like to see on a breakout above is that we break out above, come down, test the top side of that triangle formation, and then go. So that could very easily happen. But just even this whole breakout and movement after hours tells me that like, oh, we're going up. Oh, we're going back down. It's just like a lot of indecision, right? So not a whole lot to say. I just feel like maybe the market's waiting on Friday to see what Powell has to say, or if any other news comes out. We'll have to see. I wish I could tell the future, but I can't. If that's all you guys have, all right. Last one. I'll do Nvidia. You want to see 180? Yeah, I want to see 180 on Nvidia too. I like this. I like all the chip stocks. I like all the chip stocks. AMD, Roku, Nvidia. Pretty clear. I have these levels drawn already. We are at a resistance level. We are also, we see we broke above the 200 EMA today and then got pushed right back down. I don't know. I don't know that if we have the power to push up through this, because we had like this earnings jump, and we just kept like, we pushed up, came down, and pushed up, but we didn't break through. That combined with the fact that there's some resistance there, I think it makes more sense that we come down at least a little bit, maybe to like 165, and then push up to break through. But with that being said, the MACD did cross, but the RSI is, see, even the RSI is a little high. Let me just go ahead and give you some levels on that. Yeah, so look at my line drawn from all the way back like 6 months ago is still holding true. I'd probably take it long above 173, 173.50 if you want to be safe. Yeah, 173.50 if you want to be safe. I'd say right off the rip, 175. 175 is probably resistance 1. Above 175, we see 180. And a short would be right here at 170. We have a resistance, some consolidation at this zone, and we tested that level as support. So yeah, along above 173.50, a short below 170, and right here we're in the middle of those two zones. All right, guys, I hope that helped, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. Leave a comment or something on some of the videos, and yeah, I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. I'll have exact levels posted in the morning pre-market, so let's make some money. All right. Oh, how to enter a position? I'll put that, Gilbert. I'll put that in another video. I don't want to make this one like crazy long. I think, yeah, we've already been going for like 30 minutes here. So, yeah, guys. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow.